New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. Not sure why that popped up, but it did. Good friends. Good morning, dear ones. Reverend BRZ here on the New Thought Media Network. It is 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone. Time for our morning prayer. So grateful you're with us. So grateful you are here. Okay. It's a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? This has been a crazy week for me, losing track of days. It's because it all leads up to next week, and it all leads up to the Centers for Spiritual Living Convention next week. Have to start on Tuesday. We're very excited to be attending this year and to be part of it. Now, don't worry, we're going to mask up and stay socially distant. But you'll see a whole lot of different broadcasts coming next week from California. Hope to have some of our guests come on and maybe do some prayer work with us as well as some exclusive interviews and opportunities for broadcasting that we don't normally use, and that we're going to take advantage of next week. So plan on that. And it's that rich time of the year for me. It's middle of January, right? The hubbub is gone, and we're settling in now to what's going to be, and you know what's important, what we're working on, and in all of that, there is a deep sense within me that all is well, that everything is happening in unique ways, everything's working, and everything is pulling each of us to a greater experience of ourselves, a greater expression of ourselves, and a greater expression of this philosophy that we call New Thought. So, as many of you know, around here, when it comes to our prayer opportunities, this is not begging and beseeching. This is not getting down on one knee and pleading, oh God, please, please in heaven, rain down your blessing upon me. No. It's a recognition of how this, and really all it's doing is reminding myself that this stuff works. And the logical progression of why this stuff works. That's what our type of prayer is. It's an affirmative prayer, an affirmation of the truth as we know it, and sometimes some revelations of truth. Some things pop up that we don't know we know, or didn't think we do, or just needs to come into our awareness and needs to come into our knowing, and that pops into our head, and we speak that as well. So if you're in a safe place, before I start, that little banner going across the bottom reminds all of us that if you'd like to get your prayer requests added to our prayer chamber and our prayer community, please, by all means, send an email, prayer@ntmedia.org. Excuse me. Connect with us. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what we can do to support you and how we can hold you in an affirmation of truth moving forward. All right, let's get into the prayer work. So if you're comfortable and you're in a safe space to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. To relax. To let go of whatever it may have taken to be in this moment, to let go of everything that came before this moment. So we may come into this day and recognize the one. So we may come to this moment and recognize the allness, the everything, the isness that is God's life, expressing as my life, as the lives of everyone around me, everyone everywhere. One self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. One source, one supply, one wellspring of everything, of love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity. One source of everything that is necessary to fulfill this grand vision, this grand mission that we're about. In that oneness, I know that the one has its being as my life perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. As I know this truth of my life, I know this must be true of all life, and so I know everyone's life must be a divine emanation of the divine, of God, of Spirit, of Allah, Buddha, and Brahma, of the One. And so in that, I know that we're all in this together. That we're all part of this glorious symphony that is God. And what I know is, I know there are times when it may appear that the various aspects of this symphony are playing discordantly and aren't playing well together and aren't playing nicely, and it sounds ugly and it sounds just cackling, and then all at once, all of a sudden, as if by magic, all of that discord and that discombobulation aligns up, and there is music, and there is the divine. It's not that the divine wasn't there. The divine was there all the time. It's just the musicians needed to come to that place of revealing that divinity, that majesty, that magnificence. And so what I know is, I know right now it may appear in some of our lives, in some aspects of the world, definitely in some aspects of the world, it may appear that there is discordance. There's this discombobulation, there's dis-everything. And what I know is, I know anywhere there is a dis, that is not the truth of what is. See, the D is just tacked on in front of what is to denote what isn't. But what is the truth. There is no dis-ease, there is no discord, there is no discombobulation, there is no dis of anything. There is the process of coming to what is. The process of awakening to the truth that is. There is always music. There is always the way. There is always a path. There is always enough. There is always a glorious expression of God bursting forth onto the scene. There always is. There is always God. For God is all there is. God is all there is. So all there is God. And so all that is must be a divine expression of the one, must be a part of God, must be here as part of our experience to lead and to guide and to call each of us to our spiritual magnificence, each of us to our spiritual awakening, and then our spiritual magnificence. See, first we awaken, and then we move into the magnificence. First we awaken to the possibility that this is all possible, that this is all real, that this is all happening, and then we demonstrate that belief, we demonstrate that prayer, we demonstrate that possibility, and become what is. And what I know is, I know you are a divine expression of God. We each are all that and so much more. The great is that is I, is the I am that I am. And so I invite each one that is touched by these prayers, that is in any way connected to this vibration, to recognize the great I am. I am love. I am light. I am beauty. I am truth and order. I am abundance and prosperity. I am alive. I am receptive. I am awake. I am aware. I am in service. The great I am that I am. I claim for each one that hears these words this day that deep sense of knowing the I am, operating through and as all aspects of their lives, bringing forth this great and glorious vision of a world that works for everyone, and each individual vision of how we work within that. Recognizing each individual as a brushstroke amongst the painting that is this vision, amongst the canvas that is this life. And every stroke is absolutely vital. Every life is absolutely vital to the revelation of the grand, glorious picture, the grand, glorious vision of a world that works for all. So I am thrilled to overflowing to be a part of it, to be witness to it, to serve this mighty vision, to be here in this right now, and to let it be. I release this word from a state of gratitude. I release this word into the law, and let God do what God does. Be God. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you so very, very much for being with me this morning. I appreciate you being here. I got to get out of the way. Excuse me. I've got to get out of the way because the morning sip is coming up. I forget. I pray at night more often than I do in the morning, and at the evening prayers, we don't have to end on time. Morning prayers, we got to end on time, don't we? So let's do this before I run out of time. Let's say thank you to the people that make this all possible.
Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, for your continued support. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown Atlanta, for your monthly contribution. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, for your monthly contribution. And please help us welcome Om Center for Spiritual Living in La Mesa, California. Thank you for your monthly donation. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, for your most generous donation. And a special thanks to Heckerland Foundation for your generous technology grant. And Suze Odgen, thank you for your very generous donation. And a big shout out to all our committed donors.
Thank you, dear ones. If you would like to become a part of our committed giving program, please head on over to the website, ntmedia.org. Click on that donate button. Make it a monthly contribution. We'll get your name on the video file as well. All right, dear ones, I love you. I got to get out of here. Well, Rev Melissa's coming up in just about 30, 20, 15, 18, I don't know. Real soon. Till then, peace.